Welcome back to another adventure with Will Reese Photography. I appreciate you guys tuning in, see what I'm doing next, and pretty much this week or this video, I am in Ybor City, right in the main central area, um, in the historic district of Tampa, and we are taking pictures. We're trying not to be in the mall. You know, the mall already talked to us about taking pictures on property, and you have to have the right passes and all that kind of stuff. You know, you have to get um, permission ahead of time and all of that. So anyway, we're staying off the property as much as we can, and we are shooting here on the staircase with Samantha, aka the modeling siren. Check her out on Instagram. She is a wonderful model. And so, as you see, I'm over here shooting already. You see, I got my trigger. I'm standing behind one of the other gentlemen, another photographer here, who is doing a wonderful job. He brought some heavy duty equipment. He got a 600 watt flash with a modifier on it and everything, and he's doing some work. You know, me, mine's on the left. I have a little speed light, so I didn't come uh, all decked out today. I'm using a speed light, and that's mostly going to be effective when the sun starts going down. We started shooting today around 6 p.m. and around 7:30 the sun's going to start. You know, there's going to be sunset. So around that time, it's really going to be more effective then, and also at night, which is when we're going to be shooting as well. So I didn't want to bring anything heavy duty for the daytime, and then at nighttime it's kind of overpowering. Anyway, so I started out with the speed light, and you'll see some pictures from this particular part of the shoot a little later on. But here, you know, you see a couple of photographers here now. So that's there's three of us. There was four, and the other guy left. I don't know where he went. Um, Maybe he decided to shoot, you know, another model or shoot somewhere else. But he saw what we were doing here, and you know, we talked about the equipment that we had and so forth, and everybody is doing pretty good with the equipment. And you see, I'm using my 70 to 200. I had a feeling I was going to be with a few other people shooting, so using my 35 millimeter wouldn't have been effective as much because I would have been a distance away. As you see, all of us are kind of shooting a little bit backward, you know, back away from the model. I'm trying to shoot at different angles. So it's coming out pretty good though. So as you can see, we're changing position. She's going to go up the stairs now. We're going to probably try to play with the angles and do some different things. Now, my light that I have, the little light that I have, maybe at 100% full power, it might reach her, but it might be too strong. So I don't know if I'm going to keep using the flash. I think I'm going to take pictures without it. If I'm not mistaken, I think I did. And they came out pretty good. But the recycle time on my flash was not good. So, you know, when I say recycle time, I'm talking about the time that where I take a picture and it flashes, and then it has to suck the juice out of the batteries and get recharged to shoot again. It takes a couple of seconds for that to happen. Sometime up to 3 seconds. My batteries were, I guess they weren't fully charged, but they were charged enough. I got through the day with it. When it came to these particular daytime shots, you have to draw so much power. It took time. But we had fun doing it, and it was great. This photo shoot was put together by Jacinda Stone and Brager Arts. Those guys are really good at putting together some shoots and some people. You know, we have different level photographers, different level models as well. Um, but nobody is downing anybody. You know, we all are here to learn, and it's good to practice. I'm practicing today with a speed light. I really didn't want to bring anything too heavy and too big. I didn't want to see. As you can see, my partners have carts. They're wheeling around carts, and I just do not want to do that. You know, just a lot to handle. So we're moving to a different spot right now. Um, we're going to shoot right here on the street corner, and this is going to provide a nice depth of field, and it's going to provide some good shots in which you can get blurred backgrounds and stuff too, not just from this angle, but from down the street because there are other poles, and you can use the poles as like leading lines, in your picture and stuff like that. So um, we got some great shots here. Give me 1 second, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I had to go take care of something real quick, and so as I was saying here, you see, we turn the corner a little bit. They have leading lines down the block, and I went around to the side and I did shoot the length of the block, and some of those pictures came out really nice because the different poles that were down the street came out with a little bit of a blurred background. Anyway, the lens provided some really good compression for the picture, and came out nice. So I'm shooting with the X2 trigger. I do want to get the X Pro 2 trigger, which is a newer model of it, a newer version of it, and everything. It's going to allow me to use the full capability of the strobes and stuff too in the future. Like right now, I can't go as low as 256 on the strobe that I have right now because the trigger won't allow me to. It only goes up to 128. So I have to. I'm gonna get a newer model anyway. It's gonna allow me to, and that's really the lowest setting in case I need to just have a little pop of flash. Anyway, so yeah, here I'm gonna move on. We're gonna finish up here with the model on this particular area. We're gonna shoot probably. I think we're gonna shoot also by a dumpster. Believe it or not, it has a lot of graffiti. It's a work dumpster actually. I think we're heading over there now. It's a work dumpster. It's not a garbage dumpster like per se. And they put a lot of wood and a lot of materials in there for contractors and stuff. A lot of graffiti on it, and so we're gonna shoot against that. Um, so anyway, that's where we're gonna be going next, and then we're gonna shoot with a different model. I'm gonna change partners too. I'm not gonna shoot with the same guys. We're gonna shoot some other type of things as well. All right, so here you see me shooting again with my 70 to 200. I pretty much stayed with that lens the whole day. I do forget the name of this young lady. She's also on Instagram. I want to say her name is Mariah. Um, and you see I'm shooting with some other photographers there. There's a couple of guys in the background, or at least on the side, just kind of shooting from different angles. Um, this time of day, you see the sun. It's not really going down yet, but we're in the shade, so my flash actually came out real nice with some of the pictures in this area. It was less sunny, less bright, so uh, I was trying to get a little bit of background there. As you see a couple of photographers on the left, they're kind of looking in, doing their thing, and then I went ahead and jumped in there as well. And so I'm having a little bit of fun here. And then you see they asked me about the modifier that's on my flash. As you see on my speed light right there, there's a white modifier. So that's a diffuser that was for the Godox 200, but it can be used on any rectangular flash pretty much. It adjusts to it. So you can put it onto another speed light or a rectangular flash or a Godox. Um, Comes really nice, and it does a good job, diffusing the light. And I'm glad I got that. It was about 30 bucks. Got it from Amazon. So anyway, here we're shooting the model just on the street, and we're shooting different angles. As you can see, I'm moving around a little bit and just trying to get different things. Now with that 70 to 200 lens, that I'm using, I'm able to zoom in and get headshots. I'm able to stand back and get full body shots. And so you'll see some of the pictures that I got. You know, I do wish I was able to use a little bit better flash. I should have got my AD200 and I could have used it with the high speed sync. That flash does seem to work really well. Um, the speed lights work with high speed sync as well, but you don't always get the result sometimes you want to see. I'm getting close up right now, where I don't have to zoom too much and get some shots. So I think I'm going to move to the other side and let the guys, we're going to switch around a little bit, let some of the other partners get some shots as well. And I'll be back with you guys in just a minute.
You guys shooting?
All right, all right. As you see, I'm on the other side now, and I'm letting the other guys shoot. There they are on the right. Um, Want to give everybody a chance to do what they got to do and get in there. People ask me why do I always use a large lens, and I tell them it's because I want to be able to shoot over somebody's shoulder or shoot from a distance. So this way, I'm not in anybody's pictures or getting in the way too much. If I had a 35 millimeter, I would have to be closer to get better shots. So. Anyway, as you're going to see here shortly, we're going to switch to the nighttime shooting that we're doing, and we're going to be shooting with model Zarina Omarova. She's a very nice girl, very talented, and you see some of the guys were using lights as well. Um, it's coming up here in a second. Here we go. Yep. So as you see, there's a red light right there. We were experimenting not just with the red, but they have red and blue. Um, as you see, there's a bunch of flashes going off. There's about 4 or 5 of us shooting at one time. So, I mean, everyone was waiting to kind of shoot with Zarina. She's really good. And so yeah, we were experimenting with lights and stuff and doing different things. And honestly, it was a really nice time to just play around with stuff. I think next time I'm gonna bring my LED lights as well. I just didn't want to carry too much. So, but I think next time I'm gonna get my cart and I'm actually gonna bring my LED lights, or at least one of them anyway, or two, and then we'll see if we can, play around with the lights and kind of see. So here you want to use not really as much flash if you're using these kind of lights. So you want the light to come through. So you want just enough flash on the subject, on your person, so that the red lights or red and blue, if you're using those, would come through and show in the picture, but you want to light the person up a little bit. You don't just want to shadow with lights. So anyway, thanks for following me on this adventure into Ybor City. I'm getting ready to leave right here. We were shooting for about 3 or 4 hours out there. So anyway, have a good day. Thanks for tuning in.